Okay, I think that will work better. Alrighty, so I'm going to be using a combination of things. We'll just sort of see how this works, or if this works. Oops, don't need that card in there. Or do I need that card in there? Alright, I think I've got it together. We'll see. Yeah, bad job shuffling tonight, that's for sure. Okay. There we go. That's more like what I want. Okay, so again, this is for everybody feeling lost. Brand new deck of cards here, kids. So it's not nearly as worn out as I am. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on tonight. Let's get some advice for people who are feeling lost. All right, well, obviously that card wants to come out, which is the Star card, which is healing. So let's see where we go from there. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. Uh, some heavy hitters out here. Holy cannoli. Good Lord in heaven, kids. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 major arcana, which is pretty much a substantial thing. Um, what's going on currently appears to be a at the whim of the universe. I mean, that's what this basically means. When you have that many major arcana up, means that not you, not me, not anybody is control of the situation right now. This is generally a sign that the universe is taking hold of things and is going to have its way with us. So what we've got, and these are actually, I think, good. What we have originally here is the Star card, which deals with healing on a massive level. And we have that crossed by strength. Now, crossing, in my opinion, it's either a hindrance or a help. Okay. Because there's so many major arcana up, and there's not a whole lot of very negative here. My sense is that what this is saying is that your strength is being healed, or you can rely on your strength currently. In the base of this, we have the Ace of Swords, which is the energy to bring victory to yourself. It's to bring the fight to the enemy. It's the ability to overcome problems that are going on. Um, right now, what this card is, yes, I should be. Let me see if I can find the the camera. Um, okay, there we go. All right. What we've got is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is a period of cessation. It's a period of rest. It's a period of non-action. It's also going inside the self in order to gain perspective or to gain wisdom. Um, with this card, there was a lot of suffering, and Odin was one of the original hanged men, and he hung from the world tree for 9 days and 9 nights, and he ended up losing his eye, but in doing so, he gained the internal vision. He learned, he got the third eye basically. So what we're going through, or what is on the way out, is this period of inaction, a period of thought and reflection. Um, Up in the head, is another card that I can't get a hold of. Um, I hope you can see that. Okay. It's the Four of Swords, which is an indication of rest after battle. Um, it's, I think everybody's kind of tired mentally. And in a way, the the silence, the quarantine, however you want to look at it, is sort of forcing us all to rest. It's forcing us all to take a break from our day to day lives. And really, we have a time and a chance to look at things that are going on currently. Um, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. And, that one, it can be, it can go kind of any direction, really. It can go, you know, well, to me, in its upright position, this is an indication of things kind of coming back up into the fortune as opposed to heading downwards into a spiral. So I believe that that's a sign that things are probably clarifying at this point. Um, right now, I think a lot of people are undergoing a lot of pain. This whole transitional phase that we're in has been very, very, very difficult. But with some of this, it's self inflicted. Okay. I think the thing to keep in mind right now is that this is a universal shift. This is not just one person or two people. This is like, I don't know, kind of like the planet is being restarted in a way. Um, the thing is it's like what we collectively have is where's my camera? The Magician. Okay. And with the Magician, it's like we can and are manifesting the things that we need and that we want right now. One of the things to be aware of, though, is that with the panic and the fear that people are putting out there, um, there's sort of like people are kind of manifesting in a little bit of a scared kind of way. I think that by all rights, if we can focus ourselves towards more of okay, the universe is resetting, or life here on earth is resetting, or my life is resetting, and maybe it's okay. Maybe it's for the better good in the long run. You may find that it helps you, but also that the energy that we're putting out there currently, which is pretty important, begins to clarify and begins to get a little bit calmer and a little bit better. Another thing that we've got is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is like an awakening. It's like it's the awakening of the dead to new life. And I think so many of us have been stuck in our rut, in the day-to-day minutia. And again, this is opening out our vision to the world on a much larger scale, on a much larger basis. So to me, it's as if in some ways what's going on is kind of like waking all of us up, where it's like, wow, have I been in some weird dream? What's going on? And I think that some of the massive changes that are going to be coming in are going to be from that wake up call. You know, I am hoping that people will kind of get a sense that things haven't really been going very well, and maybe collectively on a worldwide basis, we will start working towards getting things more equal, getting things more balanced. Right now, the current outcome it's the Four of Cups. And if you look, the the person in this looks really like confused, kind of drug dragged. There we go. Like they're coming out of a deep sleep, or having partied too much or something. To me, that's kind of, I think, how we're all going to be feeling, is as if we've woken up out of some really strange nightmare. So let me pull some clarifiers on some of this. Um, so for the star card, I'm going to pull a couple of cards out of here. We'll just sort of see what happens. I have no guarantees that these will work. This is another brand new deck, so we'll have to see how it does. Okay. All right. We got the card. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Build a better Buddha. And that has a lot to do with going in and seeking spiritual healing, spiritual enlightenment, kind of questioning the things that we've taken for granted and allowing ourselves to kind of move on from there and think about what is useful in our spiritual lives and what is no longer serving us. Okay. Um, for the strength card, let's see what we've got there. Watch some of these other readers, and I don't know how they go through this so fast. It's amazing to me. They flip through these cards like it's nothing. Okay. We don't have any jumpers, so we'll just kind of pull one at random. Let me see where it feels right to split this thing. Okay. And what we've got for that strength card, we have playfulness. So, whoops, there we go. So my sense is that it's time to play. It's time to allow yourself to play, allow your mind to roam, allow yourself to be free, to be more childlike. Um, it's scary times right now, and I do get that. I really, really, really get, but it's scary times. But it's like, I think something to pull us out of our fear is our sense of wonder and imagination. And it's like we have this amazing change coming in. And I think our strength lies in our playfulness, in our ability to look beyond, again, the day-to-day grind and allow ourselves to kind of play with that, to move around with it, see where it goes. Um, so the Ace of Swords at the bottom. Oops. All right. The Ace of Swords is the devil you know. Okay. And I think the devil you know deals with, it's scary. It's scary to break out of change or break into change, whatever it is I'm trying to say. It's scary. It's kind of big steps to have to take. And a lot of times it's easier to stay with the known, you know. As a rule, people get a little nervous when they're facing the unknown. And so I think there's a lot of a tendency for people to want to stick with the tried and true, even if it maybe didn't fit so well. And so this is sort of a call to try to break out of that thinking. This is a call to challenge those beliefs that, or that feeling that this old stability was the right stability. You know, the devil isn't always going to be your best friend, you know? Um, I'm being told just to go ahead and grab one, so let me see what we get here. Okay, that one right there. Let go. Let go. Oh, okay. This one is trust. So, with the hanged man, what we're being told is to trust. We're being told to trust the universe. Everything is coming out okay. It's not as grim maybe as it feels. Okay. Um, the trust card. Now I'm really happy that came up. It really is saying that take a leap of faith. Trust that we are safe. Trust that you are safe. Trust that God or the universe has our best interests in mind and is working for the betterment of us all. Okay. Um, all right. So up in our head, we've got. Okay, where are you? Now this is kind of ironic, but the card that's up is if you've got your health, you've got everything. So again, to me, call me crazy, but I feel like we've all gotten ourselves very run down. We've all had ourselves so stressed out for so long that it's like, have we really been healthy? Even if we've been physically healthy, have we really been healthy? I kind of wonder. I kind of think maybe not. Um, so I'm feeling like with that in our heads, this rest again feels like even though it's distressing, there may be some very good things that come out of this for us. And it may not be that everything is a horrible, horrible thing. It may be that we end up coming out much healthier for this in the long run. Because I have a feeling that this is going to break open a lot of, just sort of a lot of old ways of doing things. We may find that those ways are just not going to work anymore. All right, I have a single one here. No, doesn't. Okay, okay. Gonna do this. It's one it ended up with, so we're gonna go with it. This card is Lego. This is a card that deals with addictions, and addictions often we do out of pain or out of fear. Okay, um, this is in the upcoming or the future position. I'm not suggesting that we're all going to suddenly go out and become addicted and stuff. But what I am saying is this is going back to kind of the base, the devil you know, which is again, people are going to want to slide back into the old habits. It's into what's comfortable rather than maybe what needs to come in. And so there's going to be an urge to push back to the old ways. But again, is that really in your best interest? If you've suffered a job loss, as an example, maybe you will find something else that comes in which will be better suited to you. You know, um, if you suffered the loss of a relationship, it may be but that there's something better that's coming in for you, even though currently you may be in the midst of the pain and the trauma of it. Oftentimes, you find that when you when you finally move past it, you realize that really that relationship wasn't serving your best interests. So again, I just feel like that try to look at this not as things going horribly awry, but as being offered new opportunities. Okay? Try maybe not to completely fall back into the old tracks. Okay? All right. So interesting. Um, The next one we have that came up is yield. Okay. And yield was sitting up on, or is sitting, I guess, on top of this, the card that's an indicative thing about where we're at. And I think what it's saying is, again, let go, let it go, let it go. Yield. Don't try to hold yourself strong against everything that's happening right now. You may get swept away in the flood. So yield to the changes that are coming in. Allow that to happen. Take yourself out of this position of suffering. Move instead up into this next one, which is the magician. Okay. That is probably going to end up being a lot more beneficial in the long run if you can allow yourself to run with the magician. Realize that we are together manifesting what's coming in right now. So allow yourself to get into that and see what we come up with. It may be fascinating. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try pulling another card here. Let's see what we got. Oh, all right. This one's hard to see, kids. It's slash and burn, basically. Oops, there we go. And it's an indication of kind of the destructive forces, but the destructive forces also clear away the old. It makes room for the new. So yes, things are getting destroyed. Things are changing, but it's also clearing a way for a new life, a new way of things happening. Okay. So again, I think this is pretty good. The card that we have covering judgment is, come here. It's the "Can you hear me now" card. So the question is, are we listening? This isn't our hopes and fears. It's like, I think we're being given some warnings here by the universe, by ourselves, that says it's time for a change. It's really time for a change. So it's like, can you hear the message? This way of things isn't working anymore. That job isn't working. Our society isn't working. That relationship isn't working. Whatever it is, it's not working. One of the things that seems to be happening now, kind of on a worldwide basis, is that people are pulling together. It's not like everybody's like tearing each other apart currently. People are working to help each other. And maybe we can develop a consciousness where we are actually kind of more trying to work together. So let's check out this final card up here. We're going to see what the Four of Cups has to say as far as the outcome. So, okay. That's where this card wants to break again. The puzzle. Oops. Pape. There we go. All right. The puzzle. So this is like when you start a puzzle and you're not really sure. You have to get all the pieces together to see the full thing. We're not in a position right now where we're seeing the full thing. We're in a position where we're going to be coming out of this, and it's like, how do we put the pieces back together? How are we going to fit all of this together? And I think that's kind of beautiful. It's like we have a puzzle, we have an idea of what the picture should look like, and now we just have to pursue it and see how do we put this all back together? What's going to be the new thing, the new adventure? I think that's really kind of cool. So I have some messages. Let me ask for some messages from the universe, from the angel cards. And what advice would you give us going forward, universe? Okay, the first card, whoops, there we go. There, expectancy. So, again, it's like we are expectant right now. And almost like a pregnancy, it's like we're waiting for the birth. We're waiting to see what's going to happen. What's going to be the new thing? What are we going to be coming up with, in the future? And so that's kind of an exciting thing, to be expecting. It's like, wow, what is going to happen here? So let me get the next one. Yeah. Well, did I mention? Whoops, go back up there. Could be something like a birth. Going through a birth, y'all. So, again, birth is painful, birth is difficult, but birth is beautiful and wonderful. And so we've got that birth card. So it's just, we are going through the trials and tribulations of that currently. And the final message card from this is faith. So again, believe, believe what's going on is okay. Yes, there's a lot of trauma. Yes, this is difficult. Remember, have faith, and everything is going to work out okay. The universe has got our back. Okay? So, thank you for joining me for this. I appreciate your time, and you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you if you like this reading or if you find it helpful, could you maybe ring the bell and maybe like the video and possibly subscribe? My partner and I will be doing a bunch of different types of readings on here as we get a chance, and it would be lovely to have you as one part of our team. And thank you so much. We appreciate it. Have a great night. Bye bye.